Hey, thanks for joining us at FrontRowPreps.com, powered by Chicken Ranch Casino. I'm Joe Cortez, joined by James Burns. We're coming to you from the Corral in Oakdale, site of Week Zero's Game of the Week, sponsored by Chicken Ranch Casino, between the host Oakdale Mustangs and their longtime rival, Sonora Wildcats. We're going to start with the large school rankings, brought to you by Valley Orthopaedic, the bone and joint specialists. Hey, we've got a great slate of games for Week Zero, and we've got a lot of quality football teams, starting with number 10, Patterson.
Yeah, the Patterson Tigers, coached by Rob Cozart. They have two big offensive linemen, Famai and Ortega. They've got a little do-it-all type in Nate Garcia. They open against Tokay. They are number 10.
Number 9 is Pitman out of Turlock. What can you tell us about the Pride?
Yeah, Tom Tyler's bunch, they always play tough. They're always pretty physical. We think this year that they're going to be pretty good. They return a quarterback that is thrown for as many yards as Colin Kaepernick did when he was prepping at Pitman High. They should be an exciting team. They debut at number 9 in our large school ranking, but hey, in that C-Cal where you've got a bunch of tough matchups, they could climb very early, very quick.
Tom Tyler, Thomas Nelson Tyler, TNT. Number 8, we've got my alma mater. I think it's too low. Merced.
Yeah, Merced is number 8. Merced for a number of years dominated the CC. Now, hey, listen, Turlock has moved out. Turlock was the 2-time defending champion. They've gone on to the C-Cal. This looks like it could be a wide open race. This might be the year that Rob Scheidt and bunch reclaim that throne. They've got a lot of good players. Demir Warren, Xavier Stewart, Cliff Johnson. That's a great nucleus to build off of. They should be an exciting team. They're number 8.
Turlock had really outgrown the CCC. Number 7, Buhach Colony, another CCC team on the come.
Yeah, I think this might be our favorite going into the league season, into the new season out there in the CCC. Buhach Colony has a lot of experienced players. They've got a group that has played together for a very long time, and they're motivated. And I think this might be the year. They've been talking about it. They are a couple years removed from their own little dynasty in the CCC, right. And they wanna kind of set the order straight again. So Buhach Colony, number 7 in our first.
Number 6, the Downey Knights, coached by Jeremy Plaw.
That air raid attack promises to be pretty explosive. Bryce Peterson moves from quarterback to wide receiver.
Who's the quarterback?
The quarterback, we don't know. It could be Bryce Gowker, the junior, or it could be the freshman, the highly touted freshman, Bo Green. Both have pretty good command of the offense. Both have the trust and confidence of the huddle around them. Either way, I think you're going to see a Downey Knights team that still puts up 40, 50 points a game, doesn't shy away from the pass. Can they play defense well enough in the C-Cal to be a champion? They'll be number 6 in our first poll.
Both those quarterback candidates look good. We saw them this summer, but we were really impressed with Bo Green as a freshman. As a freshman, he looks impressive.
He passes the eye test.
He's varsity ready. Number 5, Gregori, who opens with Buhach Colony. We mentioned it. We alluded to it earlier.
Captured the MMC title last year for the very first time. Went 10-0, I think, in the regular season. Won their first playoff game. A lot of good things happened, and then they graduated a lot of talent. Right? Bobby Avina has gone on to Arizona State.
Gabe Sanchez
to Brown
University.
But this team has reloaded, and you get the sense that Jason McCoy is building something special there. They've got the Longstreth brothers,
the
twins, Marcelo and Trey, going to be dynamic players for them, versatile talents for them. They've got the transfer from Bayer High, another highly touted quarterback in Baker Melendez.
Okay. Number 4, right here, the Oakdale Mustangs. Always one of the top programs in the Sac Joaquin section.
Yeah, they've won a VOL title now in 13 of the last 16 years. State championship in 2016, reached the D3 final last year.
7 of the last 8 years.
Yeah. So they're going to be right there in the mix. This team graduated a lot of talent last year, which maybe explains why they're not 1, 2, or 3 in our poll. They are number 4, but that's no slide on them. We think that they're going to be right there in the mix. They've got a special sophomore running back in Zeke Safar. If you haven't heard of the kid, take stock now. He is going to be pretty special, and he has a chance, when it's all said and done, to be one of the all-time greats in the program.
Number 3, Turlock High, the Bulldogs. Tell us about them.
Yeah, Turlock is quickly becoming a D1 player factory here. They're producing talent like as rapidly as any program in this area, and that's a credit to James Peterson and his staff. They're doing a tremendous job. Again, I think this team is going to be, their success is going to be predicated on the defensive side of the ball, where they have, San Diego State commit Garrett Fountain. They have a hard-hitting linebacker in Jake Dirksey. I think those two set the tone for them. But then you have a pretty versatile quarterback too that can really command the offense. And Jonah Kosakevich, he's gonna
Polish Eagle, the big pierogi. He's one of our favorite players. Great kid and a lot of fun to talk to. Number 2, your alma mater, maybe too high, Manteca.
Hey, listen, the Buffaloes are a 2-time defending Sac King section champion. They have the talent and the experience and the leadership to really make a serious charge at 3.
But they lose such a key factor.
They lost Gino Campiotti, but listen, they return George Sedano out wide, Jacob DeJesus out wide. They've got talent back on the offensive line, and they return a running back that can give them balance and take pressure off Ryan Ward, who is going to be their new quarterback. But don't sleep on Ryan Ward either. I mean, Gino Campiotti was great. He was fantastic. DOL MVP, playing at Northern Arizona now. But Ryan Ward is a highly touted pitcher. He's a D1 caliber pitcher, so he has an arm. He has some athleticism. Does he have the mastery of the offense that Gino Campiotti had? And I think that's what we're going to find out early.
Buffaloes,
but I like the talent.
The Buffaloes always one of the more talented teams in the region. I can't wait to see them. Who does that leave for number 1? What's the team we haven't mentioned yet?
It would be
Central Catholic.
It'd be Central Catholic. Pick your poison with this bunch. They are going to be a fun team to watch from a talent aspect, but then also because they've completely stacked the schedule against themselves. It's almost as if they knew they had this kind of team, and they've gone out and they've scheduled.
They open with Clovis West of Fresno.
Yeah.
Then they take on, oh, by the way, De La Salle, one of the top teams in the nation year in, year out. Then they play the Holy Bowl rival, St. Mary's. Then they've got Lincoln, the largest school in the Sac Joaquin section. And then they open with number 2, Manteca.
Yep.
What a schedule. What a first 5 weeks. They could really be 1-3 coming into the league opener against,
and still the number 1 team in our area.
And still a number 1 team in our area.
Yeah.
And then it's not out of the question that Manteca could win that first league game.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a real gauntlet. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to visit frontrowpreps.com to check out all our content, stories, video. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, where else?
And Instagram.
Front
Row Preps.
Front Row Preps. We will see you next week. Frontrowpreps.com, powered by Chicken Ranch Casino.